let's just say that you were a 28-year-old female living in San Diego, how would you break normal with your dating life? Like, how would you just shake things up in that area?
That's awesome. That's a good question. So, yeah, I think with that, like breaking normal, the ubiquitous nature of breaking normal, and I'm wondering if she's not digging this. We might put this on pause. Hey, Deanna. So yeah, to me, what it means is like following your heart's desire, allowing the genius that wants to live through you, like giving it a great space and a great environment to live through you. And sometimes it looks very abnormal, because a lot of times what's normal is culture. What culture, for a lot of people, what culture says is normal, and culture is amazing in itself. I mean, it blows my mind. But a lot of people trying to fit into that mold rather than letting their genius live through them. I really do believe people have certain things come much easier to. And this is the craziest thing, like why I believe competition is cooperation, because I think there is something that you can do better than me. Like you're a better person than me in certain facets of life. And I'm a better person than you in certain facets of life. And I don't know, that might jar people to say that or to even consider that. But I think it's true. It's true. Like that, I don't think we're all created equally. And I think some people are like Kelly Slater. Obviously, since we both surf, this guy, in my opinion, he's followed his dharma, or he's allowing his dharma to live through him. He is being an instrument of the creator. He's showing people what's possible with surfing, and he's been doing it for so long. And basically that's like, is he Kelly Slater, or is he the best surfer that has ever lived, and is he setting the standard for what surfing can be? And then is surfing setting the standard of what everything can be like? Because I do believe if everything's energy, from my understanding, energy shows up in waves. So I'm particularly fascinated by the literal act of surfing, because then I think that can carry over metaphorically into my life of finding the sweet spots of the waves of energy. And the whole I can go on and on about metaphors of surfing. So I think it's not about being a 28-year-old female as much as about being you, and like what you are here to do. How is the divine or the God or the creator, or however you look at that, how are you being an instrument to the unconditional love and the infinite intelligence and divine brilliance that wants to live through you? And that's what I'm wanting to know. And it might not look normal. So that's why I think I'm giving permission to people to break normal. Because when we try to be normal, I think we kind of look like that guy.
Yeah.
And we kind of look like him. And it's fine. It's fine. I think it's awesome being aware of what kind of self-imposed prisons one might be in. But if the self-imposed prison is to fit in and look normal, and that's preventing someone's genius from really being liberated, that's where it's time to break that normal. And the truth is usually right there in front of our face. It's not going to be found from someone else as easy as I think it'll be found right here with us, with ourselves.
Yep, that's a good point.
Yeah, so for you personally, I mean, do you think that there is something like that for you? I mean, I think it's so cool what you're already doing. I'm not saying you're not already doing that. From my understanding, it sounds like you're teaching yoga in prisons, and maybe you have another job of sorts on top of that.
I actually work at the electric company.
Okay, all right.
But that's temporary. So basically, like, sometime within the next year, I will no longer be doing that job. When I graduated from university, I had like $140,000 of student loans, and so I've just been like on this grind for the last like 4 years just to pay that off. And so this spring, I'll finally finish paying that off. So I'm excited. So it's like basically the first time since I was 18 that I'll be debt free again. So awesome. After that happens, definitely looking to change careers. So.
Yeah, I love that you bring that up, and I can empathize. Like if I look at my the last time I looked at my papers financially, I definitely still owe money to college loans, a significant amount, and I have heard a lot of people doing things they don't want to do to get rid of that, which I think is a noble cause. I mean, that's a noble thing to clear out debt. However, I also want people to realize that like some of the people with the most money in the world are in very much debt. Like, how many times has Donald Trump been bankrupt? Do you know? Is it like twice or 3 times? And even before he was president, ridiculous. How many towers does he have in Las Vegas and wherever else in the world? It's more. It's not like how much money does he has. It's how much money is he in the way of.
Leverage. Yeah.
It's like he could be in debt millions and billions of dollars, or he can also have millions and billions of dollars in this account. It's like it's a crazy world, and that's why I think money is such a funny and fun. I almost put a chapter in the book, and I don't think I did. I think we took it out. It was called "Money is Funny," and I had a whole. I still have. I should put now. I'm reminding. I probably want to go back and look at that chapter and maybe make a blog out of it or something. But yeah, it blows my mind how people relate to money. And not money is a symbol. It's a symbol of value, but money itself is less valuable than the paper it's printed off inherently. And now money is barely anyone's actually carrying printed money anymore. It's literally like numbers on a screen.
Numbers on a screen, exactly. And that's the thing. I would like to change my relationship to money because I feel like I'm like, even though like I know I'll be debt free this spring, like it's hard to shake that mentality I've kind of created, like just being on this grind, like making as much money as possible, throwing as much, like not spending a lot of money on myself and just throwing everything I have at this like huge amount of debt. Like it's hard to kind of like just like change that to like more of like an abundance kind of like, you know, I can have as much money as I want.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, it's like even thinking $140,000 is a lot of money to be in debt with. That's something to look at. There's some people that might be spending $140,000 on this, like losing $140,000 in the stock market, and they might not look at it as like they're in debt. They might look at it as like, oh, gotta shift some things around. It's time to move this over there, move this here, and talk to this guy and ask for money from this person. It's like I don't think they see it as it's more of like a juggling game. And it's more of like a river than thinking like it's a river that's always flowing. Money's always flowing. It's continuously being printed, and it's like a wave. It's like being in the right spot of the wave. It's not thinking that I'm going to take some of this wave and hold it there, or if I got hit by this many waves, there's a huge issue. No, there's another wave coming, and I can get this one how I want to get it.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think I'm fast. That could be not only a whole chapter, but I mean, as we see, there's millions of books printed about money. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan. Run, guan, guan, guan.